Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We have a snow day where I'm at today. So excuse the glare on the glasses. It's very bright in the window behind me. But anyway, interesting weather patterns here in the United States, to say the least. A lot of the area, a lot of the country is going through a deep freeze. So let's get into the messages for you, Capricorn. This is for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Capricorn. As always, keep in mind these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you're interested in a personal one-to-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, BeTheChange333.com. All of my information is in the description box below this video. All right, Capricorn. What are the messages for Capricorn, please? And happy birthday to all of you Capricorns out there. We are going to be moving into Aquarius season soon, but we are still in Capricorn. Oh, if I have not said it in the past, happy birthday to all of you. Capricorn sun, anyway. Okay. We have time lapse. Interesting card. Interesting experience to have come out of some pretty challenging and intense cycles in life that are designed for healing. Yet we kind of lose ourselves when we go through these cycles, and it brings up all of the things that it brings up things for us to face our fear, face what we have lost. It is similar to a dark night of the soul. It's a big intense part of the journey, and for some of us it can take quite a few years even. But when you come out the other side of this healing cycle, you suddenly, you're like, what year is it? How long has it been since I talked to so-and-so? What day is it? Who am I? Time seemed to have slipped away while you were going through something important, is basically what I'm trying to get at there, Capricorn. You could still be in the time lapse, but I'm taking that it came out because there's a realization of like, wait a second. Wow. Who was I then? And that's part of the journey. We really truly have to lose at least a part of ourselves. Lose parts of ourselves in order for us to become whole again, to find ourselves once again, healed. And we lose track of time. Time is a man-made concept anyway. It is not a straight linear line. And having these kinds of experiences will prove it to you. Okay, what are the messages for Capricorn? Love begins. Yeah, you're coming out of the time warp, the time lapse. Life begins. So when we finally get to the other side and we surrender, we allow life to do what it needs to do, the cosmos, the energies, to do what it needs to do to our energy field, to our emotional body, to our mind, our mental structure, and we stop trying to control everything, then we find ourselves at the other side of it, where our heart opens up again and we begin to feel love for everyone and everything. We begin to see ourselves in everyone and everything. And what a time lapse that can be. When you realize, when you come out the other side, you feel whole again. All right, we have financial and material changes. So something is changing or has changed in your life from the point of going through the healing process to now. Whether it's in the financial or it's something to do with your money, your home, your material possessions. Something that's changed. And we're not saying, labeling it positive or negative, just there is a change. Or changes are occurring at this time. For many of you, you are reflecting on your past self, your past version of yourself. And that's where you're recognizing the time lapse. Comparing your past self experience to your current, present, now self and self experience. Shadow at the bottom. Okay. Okay. So, the healing journey is not over, but the worst of it is over. I'm looking at a plaque, a sign on my wall. It says, "Believe the best, forgive the rest, and trust that the best is yet to come. Love begins. Your heart is open." Your heart chakra open once again. So that tells me that you've healed through the worst of the pain. Things are changing materially or financially or both for you. I feel like many of you are finally, naturally, organically beginning to listen to the body and flowing with the energy, and you're slowing down, taking the time to slow down, rest and rejuvenate your energy after all that you've gone through. We're going to check on the waiting game here, but I feel like you know in your heart of hearts that something big is about to open up for you. But instead of that Saturnian, Capricornian way of making it happen, you're slowing down and waiting for the signs, waiting for things to open up for you, allowing things to unfold for yourself while you continue to work on becoming more grounded, rooted, so that you feel safe and secure within yourself as you are journeying through a little bit of leftover shadow work at this time. Shadow work just meaning that you are recognizing your shadow, recognizing aspects of yourself that you may have denied in the past, denied that you possessed any of these aspects. They were reflected to you through others, but it was hard for you to actually see it within yourself. And I see that now you are coming to terms with that. Oh yeah, I have those aspects too, and I think that's what the universe was trying to show me all along. It's not personal. This is how the journey goes. It's how the game goes, and trust me, I've been there. I know. I've fallen for that too. But the shadow, things, aspects of ourselves, parts of ourselves we've denied, we've suppressed and repressed, pushed away. We recognize in others and we are repelled by that energy, yet it is reflecting to us that we actually do have that aspect. And no matter how large or small it is in our shadow, in our blind spot, that once we finally acknowledge, accept, and say, okay, yeah, thank you for showing me. Thank you for showing me so that I can work on healing this aspect of myself that maybe not, we have third chakra below that. not communicating or listening properly, like for our benefit, for our healthiest path. We have intuition below this as well. It was kind of keeping you blocked from not trusting, I'm hearing your intuition, not hearing your intuition as well. Okay. Time may be slowing down for you now, where it went so fast you didn't even realize how much time had gone by. Now it's slowing back down for you. And this is perception. It's not that, well, collectively time is speeding up, but not to the degree where we are all experiencing a complete and utter time lapse. Time is slowing down, and it's allowing you to slow down. Or you are slowing down. Your perception of time is slowing down. However you want to view it. The star. You're healing. Your heart is open now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. So with the heart opening, love begins. Finding the unconditional love for yourself and for all others, all sentient beings on the planet. It's enabling you to heal heart-centered wounds that were directed at the heart chakra, and opening up a window, a portal, if you will, to a bright new future for yourself, steeped in love. Page of Pentacles, you're changing how you are not only going for money and material possessions. Your perception of all of that is changing as well. And again, with the slowdown, Page of Pentacles, I got to do something a different way. The old way I've been trying to go for things, or steamrolling over things, or just pushing through too hard, it's not working because I keep skipping over things. I keep missing lessons and skipped steps. So this is a slowdown, paying attention to all of the details, paying attention to where you put your time, your focus, your energy in, and when you take time to rest, rejuvenate your energy. The Fool. So Page of Pentacles and the Fool go hand in hand. The Fool is about trusting the unknown, trusting life, trusting that if I lean back, I will be caught. I will not fall. Leap of faith. It's also finding a new sense of rejuvenated adventure about life and about how you go about life. Overall, the energy is about the Four of Pentacles. So there's definitely you've been holding on to old ways. She's clutching her purse, holding on to what you knew to be stable and solid, not budging. And I think there was a big lesson that you were learning about that type of energy. There's a big difference between the Fool and the Four of Pentacles. This energy keeps you stuck in the same old. This energy opens you up for an infinite amount of possibilities. You could have been stubborn on many different things, but definitely about your safety, your root chakra issues of money, stability, safety, and security. holding on to what you know and what's worked for you in the past, and not budging, not opening up, not having that trust, to opening the heart, slowing down, paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities, listening to the flow, getting into flow, the flow state. And sometimes the flow state is just about resting and rejuvenating your energy, and to be okay with that. And it's hard for people who are ruled by Saturn to do. The Magician. You are a manifester, for sure, and you are aware of that. However, I don't think you fully understand how these abilities come about. It's definitely not. You know, there's way more universal laws than just the law of attraction. I think you're starting to understand that, and you're being humbled by it. Alchemy. What have you been attracting into your life? What lessons were you attracting into your life to heal from? To see your shadow, to meet your shadow. And to not let your energy be operated behind the scenes from your shadow. That's unconsciousness. The Empress, beautiful. Okay. So Capricorn, when you are in your passion, when you've got the fire and the will and the drive and just that love for what you do, you are the ultimate alchemist, manifester. I think this is what you're coming to realizing. I gotta be like in flow. I gotta feel good. I can't just like snap my fingers and what I want is going to appear. No. That's not how it works at all. If that's how it worked, imagine what the world would look like. You know? No, we have many lessons that we must learn before we can move to certain stages of our life. But ultimately, you do have a lot of passion, a lot of love, a lot of fire in you. And when you are connected to your intuitive senses, connected to that solar plexus, to that passion and that sacral energy, not in shadow, but in your true self, boy, oh boy, the things that you manifest, the things that you alchemize are amazing. When you're in the shadow, you also attract and alchemize things and people into your experience. However, they may seem like a trick or a trap, and it really is just a lesson. It's meant to show you something about yourself. 3 of Wands. So you've been putting some practice in here, is basically what I'm saying here. You're being anointed into a new phase, a new level, but as you can see, he's not fully prepared yet for his journey. He only has 1 shoe on. He does have a guide there who's like, I'm going to crown you because you're getting ready for your next adventure. But he's not, look at his expression. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm holding this fire. You're being prepared. And make sure that you are prepared fully for what it is that your fire and passion can create for you. That's why it's important to rest and rejuvenate your energy and get into the Empress energy. Slow down, get into the feminine, the flow. The Empress is pregnant. She takes time to allow what it is that she is creating to gestate and grow within her first. She's in tune with nature and the nature of the cycles of life. The nature of her own cycles of life. She's receptive, intuitive, passionate, loving. And that is what the Fool is asking you to trust. Your feminine energy, not gender, energy. All right, Capricorn, we're going to get one last message for you from the Native Spirit Oracle cards for some advice here. And please don't forget to click that like button if you're liking the video. I appreciate all of you who do. Take the time to do that. Feel free to comment. I love to read all of your comments. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. All right, Capricorn. Final message and advice for you. Coming out of the tunnel of a time lapse. It's like you gotta shake it all off and slow down so that you can kind of process and integrate all of the lessons, all of the wisdom. If we don't slow down enough to do that, then we end up repeating. And I don't think that you are wanting to repeat some of these things. There's too much passion in these cards. But if you have to, you have to. And that's okay too. It totally is. We have Peace Pipe. Interesting choice. I feel like you're coming to peace with a lot of things, especially within yourself. Accepting everything that's happened and allowing yourself to have a whole new perspective on everything, on life in general. Oops. Peace Pipe. Heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. Your native spirit wants you to know, in native traditions, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord. It was a respite in order to calmly assess the situation and find a peaceful resolve. There are times to drop everything and leave. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there's a wound inside you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You don't need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. I feel like that's a deep realization here too, between the love begins and the shadow, which is the beginning and the end of the first spread. It is important to make amends. And I feel like Capricorn, the Capricorns I'm speaking to here, you already deeply know inside who and what you need to do. So that is what I have for you this week, Capricorn. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.